let's bring in our guests to find out what edtech startups are doing to prepare themselves for an overhauled education system in the country. We have joining us for now Anurag Gupta, co-founder STEM Robo Technologies. Good evening to you, Anurag. Glad you could join us. Just tell us in terms of what STEMRO is doing. It sets up science, technology, engineering, mathematics, that is STEM-based tinkering labs in schools backed by teacher training, do-it-yourself robotic kits and software. Now, there seems to be a lot of convergence between STEM Robo, what it has been doing, and what the NEP 2020 seeks to put in place. What's your perspective on this?
Yeah, thank you, Gautam, just for inviting me on this platform. So actually, as everybody knows, that NEP 2020 is focusing a lot on nurturing innovation, creativity, and critical thinking through experiential learning or learning by doing, which we find completely in line with our vision at STEM Robo. And in fact, our main mission and vision is very much aligned with the NEP 2020. And that is nurturing innovation and 21st century skill among young students for age 18 years. Or you can say our main mission is how to bring an innovation culture at very early stage. And Gautam, one thing just I would like to share here that since we have been doing these things for very several years, you can say, in fact, we have started in 2016. But earlier it was treated as a co-curricular activities before coming to NEP 2020. But now it has become a mainstream just only due to NEP 2020. And just to share with you that after coming 2020, we are getting very good response from K-12 schools. Yeah.
Parents feel are the activities and learnings they undergo in the kind of labs or with the kind of do-it-yourself kits that STEM Robo has to their overall learning progression.
Gautam, can you just repeat it? Actually, your voice has been broken for a moment.
Okay, just wanted to find out, what has the experience been so far in terms of how integral are these do-it-yourself kits and the labs that the students use, and even parents, what do they feel about it, the kind of activities and the learnings that the students undergo because of what STEM Robo produces and the kind of training that it has them undergo to their overall learning progression, because it's very experiential. It allows them to be creative as well.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, see, as I already mentioned that in STEM Robo, our main basically building an ecosystem focused on leveraging a technology in education, where our DIY kit, do-it-yourself kits, based upon STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math, robotics, coding, and artificial intelligence are intelligence and utility as a crucial tools for kids to become a smart in their academics and be able to solve a modern world problems. So now one thing I would like to share here, that mindset of parents and kids are also getting changed, because are actually in if we just look back, students they were more involved in lab, but now they want to make a real experiment on a real do-it-yourself kit, on robotic kit. So I will say they are not just interested to work in a school lab, rather they are more interested on a DIY kit, like this kind of robotic kit, or you can say artificial intelligence based kit, so that they can program it, they can build some model. And another thing is, Gautam, actually we are not just providing a kit, we are not just providing setting up a lab. Actually, we are connecting each and every model with the real world problem, okay? So that a student can learn how to solve the real time problem, because this is the most, I will say this is the biggest problem of the world, that we are not able to identify the problem. So here we are teaching, we are enabling them how they can identify the problem, they can solve the traffic problem, they can solve the this hunger problem, and therefore we have another course curriculum activities where we connect our this platform, where we connect our DIY kit with the SDG, so, Sustainable Development Goal, so that they can also solve the real-time problem, they can also solve the global problem.
Right. That's great. Sounds great. Let's now bring in Mayank Kumar. He is joining us now. He is, of course, the co-founder, the setting up of the National Educational Technology Forum, the NETF, which will boost digital education, providing independent evidence-based advice to central and state government agencies on technology-based interventions. Now, what sort of a role do you think this body can play when it comes to the country's EdTech platforms?
Yeah, definitely, Gautam, it will definitely help to the whole ecosystem. Just one thing, just recently, CBSE has introduced one policy, one mandate for K-12 schools, and that is this National Innovation and Entrepreneurship Promotion Policy, NIEPP, and initiative of establishing Students Innovation Council in all CBSE schools. Are definitely these policies help to the whole ecosystem, like how these policies help to the whole ecosystem, like how to promote this entrepreneurship skills in schools, or there are several other policies which will help to the whole ecosystem. And another thing is that it can also require a domain expert. These technology framework, and educationalists, they were driving the whole ecosystem, but definitely it also, since we are including this innovation related things and technology related things, so definitely if we involve technocrats, so it will also help school people, school teachers, as far as building an innovation mindset for teachers and students.
Certainly. Mayank, the other aspect of the NEP is that it talks about the NEP, of course, is tailored to make India perhaps provide the best education in the world going up to 2030, if not 2040. That's still when this NEP is supposed to be in running. But what it perhaps requires is the right kind of balance in terms of this sort of learning, new age learning that we're seeing now, using tools of technology, digital tools and others as well, and old school as well, the normal textbook and reading and writing. A lot of parents are struggling with that. I know a few who are saying that they do not want their 6th standard students, their children, to be a BYOD policy in schools. So do you feel that the NEP will be able to find a balance there as well?
Yes, definitely. And the thing is, you can take a live example, very recent example, post-COVID. Suddenly, during COVID, everything has been moved online. Okay. But now the new terminology, that is a blended learning mode. And in fact, being in STEM Robo, we are also focusing on a blended learning mode. So this balanced approach, and in fact, NEP 22, they are focusing on the mixed mode, online and offline, and therefore several concepts like LMS through content delivery via LMS, via online plus offline. And another thing is, since they were also included some tinkering lab kind of concept and some virtual learning concept both. So students are learning few things through some virtual software, which we call it in technology domain, we call it as a simulator. Okay. And the same thing, whatever they are doing through simulator, I'm just giving one example. Like suppose if some student, they are learning a few things, they have to some work on robotics. So first they do the things through some virtual simulator. Okay. Usually what we used to do in our engineering classes. Yes. Okay. But now gradually these things are moving in schools. Okay. Okay. But now those things, whatever is being done on this virtual mode, the same thing they are they can do the things on with the help of do it yourself kit at their home
Okay.
or
I think
in
that
their
would be a
yeah.
good way